Hi everyone, my name is Zoe. I'm going to take you through a 10-minute morning sort of mobility, stretch, movement practice that will hopefully get rid of any niggles that have come up overnight or just to sort of set you up for the day really. So we're going to start just in any comfortable seated position that you wish, just taking a few deep breaths here to centre ourselves, so allowing for the shoulders to relax, eyes to close. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose, softening the shoulders as you do so. Taking a couple more breaths here, noticing if you can release any tension, particularly through the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. And then opening your eyes when you're ready, heading onto your hands and knees from here. So we're going to start to slowly introduce our movements. So taking some big circles into the wrists. Maybe sending the hips back a little bit more towards the heels. And changing direction. You might want to add on almost like a cat-cow, so dropping the belly, round in the back as you take these circles. They don't need to look a certain way. And then walking the hands a little bit further forwards, coming into a puppy pose, dropping the forehead down or the chin. Opening through that heart centre, squeezing the shoulder blades. Carefully lifting up, taking both hands back down into that tabletop and lifting our right leg, circling out through the hip. Any size circle that you like, take it slow, keep the weight distributed evenly through the arms, the shoulders, and change direction. Then extend your right leg to the back of the mat, tuck the toe, gently shift forwards, back, and then hold, drawing the heel towards the back of the room. Shifting your weight slightly forwards, turning the left toes out, right leg comes onto the mat, lift the right hand, look towards the right fingertips, and then breathe in, side bend, reach the right hand up and over. Your next inhale lifts you up, and then your next exhale, gate pose over your extended leg. Cartwheel the hands back, head back into your tabletop, carefully replace the right foot, and then lifting the left leg, circling out through the left hip. Changing direction with your circles. And then taking the toes back, tucking the toes, shifting forwards and back a couple of times before we hold, drawing the heel back. And then allowing for the right toes to turn out, left foot to come down, lifting up that left hand. Breathing in, taking it up and over. Hold for the exhale. Next inhale, lifting up. And exhale into your gate pose. Cartwheel the hands back to the top of the mat. Pivot into your tabletop. This time walk the hands a little bit further forwards. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Gently pedal out through the feet. From here, bring your right foot forward, step it to the outside edge of the ground, your foot. If you have a yoga block, you might want hands on a block. We're going to sink our hips down into lizard as we inhale. And as we exhale, shift back, slightly lifting the toe. And if you can't lift the toe here, that's okay. Just take a few sort of shifts forwards and backwards with the foot down. And maybe this turns into a few circles into the hip again. Before holding now in our lizard, sinking the hips forwards, lifting the chin, taking a breath. Next inhale, right hand lifts, open up into our twist. Exhale, right hand down. Tuck your back toe, lift your back knee and step forwards into Malasana. Dropping the hips down, squeezing the glutes to keep lifting through the chin and the chest. And then releasing your hands down to the ground. Lift the hips, heel toe the feet together. Catch hold of the elbows, sway side to side. And then maybe hug yourself in towards the legs for 3, 2, and 1. Rolling yourself up to standing. Breathing in, lifting those arms up. Breathing out, hands to your chest. Take a moment here. Next inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold to the ground. Inhale to your flat back halfway. Exhale, take the hands down, step it back into a plank pose, and then lower your knees, chest and chin. Inhale to a cobra pose. Exhale to downward facing dog. And then bring your left leg forwards, big step, taking hold of your block. If you have one and need one, we're going to breathe in, sink the hips forwards again, lift the chin. And then breathe out, slide back, maybe lifting the toes, coming in and out a few times here. Maybe turning this into our circles again, really just getting into the hip, releasing the hip. One side might feel different to the other, that's okay. And then the next time you come forwards, hold, lift through the chin, open through the throat. Breathe in, lifting our left hand now, lizard twist. Breathe out, taking our hands down. This time heel toe your left foot more towards the centre. Tuck the back toe, lift the back knee and walk round to the right side of your mat in a fold. I'm just going to change sides so you can see. We're going to be in our wide-legged fold. And you might want to take the hands behind you, interlace them, draw them up and over and bring the head down. Release the hands, come to the top of your mat again. Step both feet back into your plank pose and then lift up into downward facing dog. Here for 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, child's pose. Walk your hands towards your knees, carefully come into a seat, roll out through your shoulders a few times. And then take your feet to one side, come into a seated position with the knees bent, hands behind you, rock the knees side to side. And then take the soles of your feet together. Find a butterfly, stretching forwards gently. Lifting up, crossing your legs, finding a comfortable seat, maybe on your block or a cushion. Taking a twist over towards one side, hooking the outside hand onto the thigh. Heading back through to centre and then over towards that opposite side to twist through the spine. Head back to centre, bring your hands down and take one ear to one shoulder. Roll it through, over towards the opposite side. And if you want to take a few rolls through the head here, you're welcome to, or maybe just hold it on one side, it can be quite nice, depending on how your neck feels. Eventually heading back to centre, shoulders away from the ears, closing the eyes, just noticing how you feel. Taking a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. You can stay here for a little longer or opening your eyes when you're ready. Thank you so much for joining me for this practice. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next video.